Hi, I'm Jocelyn Kessler, and this is Homeland. Today we're in Carbondale, Colorado, which is about 20 minutes plus outside of Aspen, and it's simply stunning. And what brought me out there was a new client, and her name is Barbara, and her horse is Rio, who is a rescue. Somehow Barbara got the ability to adopt Rio, and Barbara is a single woman. She spent the last 20 plus years living in Carbondale, and Rio is a new addition to her life, and like her new child, so to speak. They have this beautiful bonding, and although Rio is not your typical male horse, and the funny thing is when I visited Barbara to work with her, it was really under the intention, and why Barbara came to me really was she was getting ready to move Rio from where he was, which is in this beautiful valley, more closer to Snowmass, Colorado. Rio's sweet mates. The last time I was here, there was bullying, but Rio had to get comfortable. Everyone had to get comfortable. Like, we're going to be here a minute. I think Rio, from the start that you've brought him here, is thinking of when's the next day he's not going to be here and be with you. But being alone with you up in the mountains and not establishing relationship with other big animals, he could get so nervous and anxious.
I know.
That he's going to be in your fucking living room, right?
Well,
and that's not healthy for him or you.
And I'm not living up there yet.
Right.
And so
we need him comfortable.
He would be alone if I took him right now.
And then I think we would have issues again with
the ulcers and everything.
With the ulcers. So we kind of had issues with ulcers and where we held weight, like up in the neck. I was really, really tight. Worked on that. And I think it was mostly just when it was said and you kind of just released and it just was done. How do you think that worked?
Well,
that he healed like that?
No, my session with you took away a lot of my anxiety, and then I was able to just focus on, okay, what can I do physically? And so literally I come every day up here and I make him move.
Yeah, he needed to move and get out. He can hold weight, and then he eats with emotion.
Yes.
Which may never go away,
No.
It's a human thing. He eats with emotion, so we have to get him quiet so he doesn't eat the whole field,
He was only like 2 months old when he was rounded up by a helicopter, and then he was taken, a long distance in a stock trailer, crammed in with other horses.
He's a rescue.
Including his mom, and then he was in a really bad situation. I mean, the BLM does the best they can.
Yeah,
but it was not, and so he, food is, he comes from the wild, and he gets anxious. And the other thing is that you can see there's like no grass.
There's nothing. They're just eating away through it.
And they say that a horse like this will eat a lot in the beginning, but then it will settle into them that they are never going to go hungry.
So different than a rescue dog, right? That runs to eat everything in the bowl as fast as they can because they don't know if they're going to get anything else.
That's right. Yeah.
So.
Or a person.
Exactly.
A person who struggles with obesity because
it's full circle.
There's some trigger there that says, I don't know, there might not be enough. So I think.
And I think he feels that also in you, which I said a little bit earlier that I think you agreed on, is that there are moments with you over this time that it's like, is it all this work you've done? Is it going to be enough? Like, did I take this chance? I can relate to it, right? Did I have all this faith in connecting to my horse and my land and myself and learning who I am? Listen, you raised a boy. Right? And you did it pretty much solo here. You're doing this solo. You have another boy, so you're being tested here. And there's something in you also, that younger and that faith in that beginning time when you start to believe in something bigger is kind of being tested right now, right? And then now you have to understand how to handle that with yourself. And then now you have to raise a little boy who actually, has some special needs. This is a special needs area, but this is a little special needs, and I think sometimes it's like, can I do it all? Rio, who lives amongst on this beautiful land temporarily, is waiting to go up as Barbara fulfilled her life dream, really, and so amazingly so, to get property not too far from where Rio lives now, but on the top of this mountain. Buy property, build on it, her dream home from the start, with respect to the land. She had geologists available for that. Her contractor was very sensitive about where they could build, and they were on such special land. And I was called in by Barbara to help her and Rio understand each other more for where they were at that time, and in preparation to fill with confidence and know the best ways to move up to her new home as it's being built. There will be bumps in the road, and there'll be transitions that how can we make easier for both Barbara and Rio so that we don't have anything come in and traumatic happen, or something happens to Rio alone while he's up there and she's not there, and how to build her confidence and use her energy and connection to self and to Rio and to the land. So that is what we did on the first day on Rio and the Wayward Boys. Beautiful land in Carbondale, Colorado.